In this vlog, I'm going to do something just a little bit different. It's still going to be the photography location type video that I've done in the past, but this video's got a bit of a twist to it. I'm going to be trying out a new piece of equipment. Okay, before I get into the twist of my vlog today, I just want to talk a little bit about the location. You may recall that I did a video back in February photographing temperate rainforest. Same park, different location. This time I'm photographing a bit of a waterfall that's up the stream from where I was before. The weather also is quite a bit different than the time that I was here before. Right now we're having massive fires right across British Columbia. So the light today is somewhat a little strange. We have really blue, hazy skies, which is actually smoke, and the sun is trying to peek out, but it's kind of has this orange glow to it. In central British Columbia, the conditions are just awful. So what's the twist of my video today? Well, about a month ago, I was contacted by a company called Breakthrough Photography. Now, to be honest with you, I'd never heard of Breakthrough Photography. And of course, once they got in touch with me, I did a quick Google search and I found out that they got their start on Kickstarter. Their primary product is filters. They make UV filters, graduated neutral density filters, and polarizers. Okay, now currently I'm using the leaf filter system, which has worked pretty good. The polarizer works great, the big stopper works fine. It does have a little bit of a blue cast to it, but it's not so huge that you can't get rid of it in Lightroom or Photoshop. The reason why I went with the leaf filters is that before the leaf filters I was using the Photodiox Wonder Panner filters. They make polarizers and ND filters as well, and they also have a holder for the 14 to 24 millimeter lens that I use. The Wonder Panner polarizer works fine, but the 10-stop ND filter was, I wasn't that keen on it. It had a really strong magenta cast, which generally wasn't hard to get rid of in processing, but sometimes part of the image would be magenta and then other parts wouldn't have a cast, so it was extremely difficult to get rid of the cast without forming another cast in the image. So I went over to the leaf filter system, which is quite a bit more expensive than the Photodiox Wonder Panner system. Now, the Breakthrough filters currently make all sizes. They also have the square 100 millimeter glass filters, and they also sell the 150 millimeter filters. Now, my understanding is they haven't quite finished manufacturing them yet, but when they do come out, they should be really good because they'll be made out of tempered glass, which is great for outdoor photographers, because if you happen to drop one, which most of us do at some point, there's a good chance that it won't shatter like other filters. Okay, so until Breakthrough come out with their 150mm size, they've sent me a couple of 77mm filters. One of the filters is a circular polarizer, and the other one is a 10-stop ND filter. This test I'm doing isn't scientific whatsoever. All I'm going to do is take a few images without any filters of the waterfall, and then just take a few images with the circular polarizer and the 10-stop ND filter, just to compare sharpness and also if there's any color cast to either one of them. Now, as far as all the technical aspects of these filters, if you want to know more, I'll leave a link down below. Breakthrough also make Arca Swiss plates, which are very reasonably priced. I think this basic one is like, I don't know, $10–15, which you can't beat the price. They even send you, well, with all their filters and all their accessories, they even send you a little lens cleaning cloth. Now, you can never have enough of these, especially when you run out of toilet paper. Right, first picture I'm going to take is without any filter. You can see it's pretty bright and there's a lot of people here today. It's a long weekend, so get all the campers coming up here. Probably have to clone them out a little bit. So anyway, first shot's going to be no filters. It's pretty fast shutter speed. I think it's like 1/60th, and then we'll compare that image with one with the polarizer and then one with the ND filter, and then I might stack both of them together just to see what the effect looks like. Right. The light's getting a little bit harsh. Half of the waterfall is in shade and half is in direct sunlight. Now, I've only been using the filters for an hour or two, but one thing that I've noticed that I really do like over a lot of other filters that I've used is the machining of the edge of the filter. These are extremely easy to get on and off. Some of the filters that I have, especially the polarizers with the rotating outer circle, sometimes they're extremely difficult to get off. But these have a really definitive edge on them. I have the ultimate test at home that I'll have to try out. Right, I'm back home. Now, my initial tests of these filters are pretty promising, but the ultimate test is the mitt test. Now, I do a lot of winter photography, and of course you're wearing mitts all the time. It gets pretty cold in Canada. So I want to see if I can screw on these filters with my mitts on. So here's the ultimate test, Expedition Mitt. Can I actually get a circular polarizer onto this lens? And the answer is, I can't even get it out of the box. Okay, assuming that assuming that the filter is out of the box, let's see if I can actually screw it onto this lens. I'm having a little bit of difficulty with my dexterity here. Oh, I think it's going on. I think it's actually going on. All right, now these probably aren't too practical. Let's try a different size mitt. These are a little bit. Usually what I do is I'll wear a pair of mitts and then a thin pair of liner gloves underneath, so that you can, if you take them off, you've got something on your hands at least. Yeah, these seem to come off pretty easily. It's hard to tell. I mean, if there's moisture in the air and it's cold out, then sometimes they freeze on top. Here's another polarizer that I have. This is I can't even get it. This is an older Rodenstock thin filter. Let's see if I can get that one on there. Oh yeah, that seems to work pretty good. Okay, so we've established that you can, with a little bit of effort, get these filters on with mitts on. Gloves would probably be a heck of a lot easier. Okay, talking about slim polarizers, this is an old Rodenstock that I have, and the reason why it's so thin is so you don't get any vignetting with a wide angle lens. Now, to get it this thin, what they ended up doing was eliminating the front thread, so you can't actually stack this with other filters unless they're behind it. Now, I was pretty impressed with the Breakthrough polarizer. It actually still has a thread on the front as well, and it's actually slightly thinner, so it's pretty impressive. Like I said before, with the ND filter and the polarizer, it has this really nice edge on it, so it seems, well, for now, in controlled conditions, seems quite easy to get on and off. So my initial tests of the Breakthrough filters is I'm pretty impressed. I can't wait to try the 150 size, and hopefully when they do come out, Breakthrough will send me a couple to try out. Okay, so you're probably wondering what the price of these filters are. I think they're pretty comparable with the other companies out there like Nissi, Stingray, Lee, Tiffin, Nikon, Canon. I mean, there's a whole slew of companies that are making filters. The Polarizer, or the 77mm circular polarizer, is $129 US, I believe, and the 77mm 10-stop ND filter is around $159. And when the 150 size do come out, a 10-stop filter will be about $179 US. I'm really interested in knowing what types of filters you guys use. Have any of you ever tried the Breakthrough filter line of filters? If so, do you like them or do you really hate them? I'd love to hear from you. Be sure to leave your comments below. And in the meantime, if you enjoyed this little review, be sure to give me a thumbs up. So until next time, thanks for watching again. Bye-bye.